Hey guys, Buff Elgato here. I want to show you this Stoner 63. I see a lot of people making YouTube videos on it, talking about it has no recoil, it slaps, it's the gun to go to. Yes and no. Yes and no. I want to tell you the truth on the Stoner 63. So, here's my build. This is the build that I would use on Warzone. Right? That's where we really care about the Stoner 63, right? We don't really care about it in multiplayer because you cannot play it in multiplayer on Call of Duty Modern Warfare. You only can play in Warzone and Plunder. You can't go to a private server. You can't play in multiplayer matches with it. You can use it in Cold War. It's a Cold War weapon. Now in Cold War, I don't know if you guys care, but this is what I run in Cold War. The Stoner 63, I put on the Gunfighter perk, which allows me to pick extra options for it. So when you go here, I pick the Vision Tech 2x, Optic, Muzzles to SOCOM Eliminator, Barrels to the Task Force, Body is the SWAT, Under Barrels the Field Agent, the magazine is the Vandal Speed, the handle is the Airborne, and the stock, no stock. Now, the gun absolutely shreds on Cold War. It's not as great on Warzone. I want to show you why. So, here is the loadout that I would use on Warzone. Let me explain why. I want to go in here because the only place I can test it besides Warzone and Plunder is multiplayer on Cold War. Can't test it over on Modern Warfare, really. They just don't give you this gun option on multiplayer matches. So, on Optic, let me explain each one of these. There's only 5. Let me explain each one. So I'm going the Vision Tech 2x. It's very clear. This, I know a lot of people on YouTube, they always push the 3x on all their weapons, on all their ARs and everything. They push the 3x. I as well play with the 3x on my ARs, on my Kilo, M13, the Grawl, M4, whatever I'm using, right? Most of the Kilo right now, I use the 3x. With this gun, you're going to want to use it 2x because you cannot really shoot as far as the Kilo accurately. So why use it 3x? Kilo, Grawl, things like that, you can shoot long distance with it. It's great when you see somebody way down the road or you're up on top of one of the buildings downtown, you see somebody down below. It's great. This gun, you want to be a little closer. So I go with the 2x. I see some other people, they go with some smaller stuff. It really depends on how you play. How aggressive are you? Do you position yourself to where you're in ambush situations? Do you push people? Are you constantly getting bounties? Things like that. For me, I use the 2x. I'm usually mid-range from people, okay? Short to mid-range. I usually carry like a Car 98 as backup in case somebody's long range, but short to mid range, I'm using the 2x, okay? Now, here's the thing people's going to talk about. Agency suppressor. Well, this is just like the monolithic. You want to use it on Warzone, right? You don't want anybody to know where you're at. That's the big thing. You don't want anybody to know where you're shooting from, right? True. However, for this gun to be accurate. Now, I'm on controller, Xbox. I'm on controller. I know a lot of PC people that's never played this game before on console. They think that we have some kind of magical aim assist where our guns just lock on to people. That doesn't happen. If you're a console player, you know that doesn't happen. Aim assist has very, very little to do with anything in this game. Believe it or not, it doesn't snap. It doesn't pull your gun towards people. It doesn't pull it to people's heads. It doesn't do any of that. Right? We all know that. If you're a console player, you know that it does not. The aim assist is bleh. So what's going to happen is this thing is going to have recoil. Now, if you're on mouse, you know, no offense to the PC people, if you're on mouse, you're probably going to be able to control the recoil better. So you probably want to go with the agency suppressor. Now, the SOCOM, it does have the 85% muzzle flash concealment, right? Where this has the 100, right? Now, you're not going to need the damage range or the bullet velocity with this suppressor. What you need is the extra 5% vertical recoil control. See how that's 17% vertical recoil control? And this is 12. I want to show you all that in just a minute, okay? So you will be giving your position away if you go with the SOCOM, but it's a lot more accurate than the agency suppressor. For the barrel, this is when I use the task force because you have the bullet velocity, the damage, the effective damage range, the bullet velocity. You don't really need the range so much as the damage and the bullet velocity. You want your bullets to hit as soon as you pull that trigger, and you want as much damage as you can get. The underbarrel, the field agent has to be field agent. Use anything else does not work. I've seen people say, oh, well, for controller people, if you're using an LMG, the bruiser is better than the field agent. It is not. It is not. I will show you. I will show you. I will go in, I'll use the bruiser, and then I'll use the field agent. Okay? I will have gameplay of all this to back everything up. The bruiser is not better on LMGs for controller people. Stop saying that. Whoever's saying it. I've seen it in comments. It's not true. Field agent's better. All right. The magazine. Believe it or not, you do not want the very last one. You do not want the very last one. The reason why is this is already an LMG and you have a 2x scope on it. You might be running the 3, but I'm running the 2. The aim down sight is not that fast. You do not want another additional -10. Okay? So with this, you have the movement speed and the sprinting move speed, shooting move speed, and the aim walking speed, right? 5%, which isn't much on each one. 5%. But we all know you're going to move slow when carrying an LMG, right? But look, we still have the 33% reload quickness, which on the salvo in the very last one is 25% faster. So this is the fastest reload. You know how long these goddamn guns take. You know how long they take to reload. You got to have that 33%. Plus you're getting 33% more starting ammo. Now, your magazine holds 70 rounds. Where down here is going to hold over 100. Okay? But here's the thing. With the faster reload, you really don't need more than 70 to kill 1 or 2 people, honestly. You're going to shred them. The gun's accurate. As soon as you kill them, you can reload very quickly. We're down here. You're gonna look down sight slower. You're gonna reload slower for 30, 45, what is it, 46? 46 bullets extra that you might not even be able to use, right? Because you might get killed before you lock on the target, or, you know, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Okay? So that's what we're running with. The Vandal, the Field Agent, the Task Force, the SOCOM Eliminator, and the Vision Tech. Okay, game is starting up. I'm going down to the Stoner 63 with the 5 things that I showed you. The 2x, the SOCOM Eliminator, the Task Force, the Field Agent, and the Vandal Speed.
Team deathmatch.
Let me pick
Время идет. Get to work.
see that tree right there? No sticks.
We're losing this fight.
You see that recoil? Or lack thereof? No sticks. Watch. Now let's change something. Let's change that muzzle to the agency suppressor that I told y'all about, right? Just like the monolithic, right? Let's change it, right? Now, I'll spawn with it, right? I'll aim right there. Now watch. This is why you don't want to use it. No sticks. You see how there is recoil? It's very controllable recoil, but it does, if I wanted to control it, honestly, you wouldn't be that close to a guy. Let me get that sign maybe, right? You see that? All right, now let's change that back to the SOCOM, and let's change this to the Bruiser. All right, because people want to, let me go over here and get killed. Because people want to talk about the Bruiser. Come on, kill me. There we go. Okay, so I got the suppressor on that I like, but now I have the Bruiser. That guy does not see him at all.
Enemy counter spy plane inbound.
Come on, buddy. Okay, I'm gonna point right here. Bruiser grip. You see that? All right. Change it back to the field agent. All right. You see that?
Enemy spy plane inbound.
Look at that. Look at that. So we're running the same things. SOCOM Eliminator. Task Force Barrel. Vision Tech 2 times. Vandal Speed Loader. Field Agent Grip. Now with these, there was no recoil in Cold War. This is the gun to use in Cold War. Is it the gun to use here? Okay, let's try that tree. This is about a good distance. You're running into somebody. Aim right for the middle. Same setup as on Cold War. No sticks. All right, here we go. All the way up the tree. I'm going to go down, and I don't want to make the vertical and horizontal worse than it is, but I want it to be Warzone ready. The vertical is already what's the word I'm looking for? Very unstable in Warzone and Plunder. It's already very unstable. So I want to go in. I know this is going to make it a little bit worse. This is going to make it a little bit worse. But you really want to have an agency suppressor on, right? So let's see how bad it gets with this. All right, so he started out with 2 shields. It's not bad. You see that? See that the range? They had 2 shields. Okay, 2 shields right there. Let's see. Not bad. I'm controlling the recoil. You see, I'm controlling the recoil, even though we lost 5% on the vertical. Make sure he doesn't shoot my balloon down.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Be advised, UAV is bingo fuel. RTB for resupply.
all in all, guys, this gun is ready for Warzone. This is a good gun. It does not have the zero recoil, the accuracy that everybody claims it does. It does and it doesn't. It does on Cold War. On Cold War, if you follow my setup, there is no recoil. When you play Warzone or Plunder on Modern Warfare, there definitely is. It's controllable. The gun slaps. It's very powerful. The bullet velocity, the TTK is really high. The vertical recoil is about on par with the other LMGs. I'm not going to say it's better than the PKM or the Finn or anything like that, but or the Bruin, but it is a really good gun. If you're going to play Cold War, it's probably one of the best guns you can use, especially whenever they release the Warzone for Cold War. They'll probably end up nerfing this gun. There's zero recoil on Cold War, but on Warzone, it's a fun gun to use, but only short to mid-range. Only short to mid-range. But guys, if you liked the video, please hit like, please share it. If you want to see more, please hit subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. I know you're mad. Yeah, I know you're mad. I know you're mad. I know you're mad. God dang! Damn it, Buff, stop! You're gonna make them quit.
Hostile counter spy plane established above.
You can't go full buff on these guys, man. You can't go full buff. This is when Activision gets involved.